Hey everyone, we have a 30-minute practice that we'll be doing with the Pilates ball. So go ahead and grab your ball or your pillow and we'll get started here. Give everyone a moment to grab their item. For those who are waiting, you can take a stretch, clasping your hands behind the back. And to start, we're going to go ahead and pop the item between our thighs with a variation of a squat and a reach. So you're going to start by dropping the bottom nice and low, squeezing that ball or item. And then as you rise up onto your tippy toes, reach your arms up and overhead. So we pull the hands down to the chest, drop down to that squat, and we rise up, reach up at the top, feet our hips distance, working through any wobbliness, shakiness, really using the length of the reach, the fingertips, to pull yourself up as high as you can. And we've got about 15 more seconds here. And if you want to move a little bit faster, a little bit slower, you can. Just finding that cadence that makes you happy, works for your body today. In 5 seconds, we're going to drop into that squat and hold it. We have 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to drop into your squat position. Notice that you're not slouching, and then lift your heels off the floor, on the floor, off the floor, on the floor. We have 6 more, continuing to drop your bottom lower and lower, keeping the length in the spine. And you can do whatever you want with your hands here. I just kept mine glued together. For 4, keep squeezing that item. 3, in 2, we're going to lift the heels and hold. Last one, pick the heels up, hold it. Little baby pulses, tailbone down towards heels. Keep lifting the heels higher. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, heels up, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep the heels lifted. Rise all the way up to stand. And then release the heels down to the floor. Fantastic. Go ahead and remove that item from between the legs. Shake it out, move around. And we'll transition into a lunge pass. So start to step the right foot back into lunge. Pass your item underneath and step back up. We lunge. Other leg. Step under, step and pass under, and step back up. So 30 seconds here. We're dropping low enough into that lunge, getting the back knee down so that we can pass our item underneath our legs. Good. See if you can keep the chest up. And in 10 seconds, we're going to step the right foot back into a lunge. We have 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to step your right foot back into lunge position. Take your ball or your pillow to your chest. Drop the back knee down a little bit lower. Now start to twist over to the left and back through center. And as you're doing this, your left knee is going to want to open up and travel with you. See if you can keep your left knee pointing forward towards the wall in front of you the whole time. And then see if you can glue your ball or your pillow to the midline of your body and don't let it move. So we're not twisting like this. We're really twisting from the waistline. Yes, 4 more. Good. Can you stamp the big toe of the left foot down to help stabilize? Can you drop your back knee a little bit lower? We have 2. On this next one, twist and hold. Pass your item into your backhand. Open up, little baby pulses, back knee towards the floor for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring that item back through center. Step the back foot up, wiggle it out, and let's go ahead and work into the other side. I'll rotate around so we can see. Start to step your left foot back into lunge. Get nice and low, and then glue your item to the midline of your body. Rotate open and center. And remember, you can always scoot your right foot over to the right for added stability. See where you can draw your belly button in towards your spine to twist a little bit deeper. Yes, good. Can you pull your back shoulder back even more? We have 3, hips a little bit lower, and 2. On this next one, we twist open and hold. Pass that item into your backhand, pulse the back knee down. 8, 7, squeeze your hips into the midline of the body. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Item to chest, step the back foot up, wiggle around, and then step nice and wide. Bend your knees enough so that you can root your item into the floor. We're gonna do a little dance side to side. So next 30 seconds, we reach the arm up, twist, and release it down. Side to side. If you have the space in your body to lengthen the legs, you can. Otherwise, just keeping a little bit of a bend in the knees here. Yeah, maybe you can look up over the top shoulder as you twist. Maybe you can start to pull your belly button over to the side with you. Last 10 seconds here. And in 5, we're gonna take both hands to the ball or item. We have 3, 2, and 1. Grab that item, soft bend in the knees, roll on it to stand. Reach that item up and overhead. Last little bit of standing work here. We're gonna do some side body stuff. Take a lean over to one side, hold it, tap item to head, extend, and come back through center. Over to the other side. We go over, tap, extend, and center. We have 8 more side to side. Think about leaning back as you're doing this and see if you can continue to pull your top shoulder back, rotating belly button up towards the sky. Notice if you're holding your breath here and see if you can continue to breathe into the sides of the body. And last 4. Back through center for 3. We have 2. And last one. Take it over, item to head. Option to go a little deeper, taking the item behind your head. Press head into ball or pillow, pillow into ball or head. Elbows come back. Little baby pulses over. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back up through center. Reach the arms up. Pull the arms down. Take a breath in. As you exhale, extend them right back up towards the ceiling. Take your item to head, lean over. Option to take item behind the head. Press the elbows open wherever you are. Pulse it out. 8, 7, 6, 5. Elbows. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Start to come back up through center. Reach the arms up. Release your item into one hand. Pull the hands down. And let's go ahead and make our way to the back of our mat or our workspace. Come into your forward fold while I angle the camera down and my ball rolls away. Here we go. We're all set for some time on the floor. So coming into that forward fold, that's a little crooked. You can release your ball or your pillow for a moment. Just place it over to one side. A little bit better. Good. And as you bend your knees, start to walk out into plank position. We'll take our minute of plank here. If you'd rather drop down onto your forearms, you can. Otherwise, staying high. And if you want some variety in your plank today, you're going to start to draw knee to opposite elbow underneath the body. So we cross over and release. Other side, over and release. And same thing in our standing series. Find your breath here. See if you can keep a nice even cadence. Whether you're on forearms or palms, keep pulling your heels back. Yeah. Last 20 seconds. Hips nice and stable. If you want to pick up the cadence here and go a little bit faster, you absolutely can. We have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Go ahead and release the knees down to the floor. Rotate your palms to face your knees. Take a little rock over the wrists. Rotate your hands to face forward again. Start to extend your right leg back behind you and just pull the heel back towards the floor, rolling onto the toes. And go ahead and switch sides. Draw the left leg back, pulse the heel back. Nice calf stretch here. And as we come onto the inner edge of the left foot, start to reach your left arm up towards the ceiling. Maybe you want to grab your item here. And we're going to start just by lifting that back leg up and release. Big toe stays pointing forward, lift and lower. Yeah, 4 more. Notice bottom wrist is stacked under shoulder. And if being in this side plank on your hand doesn't work, you can always try it on your forearm. We have 3 and 2 and 1. Start to lift the leg. Start to wrap the top arm under the body. Reach right back up towards the ceiling. And maybe this is too much with the leg lifted, in which case you can release the inner edge of the foot onto the floor like so. So just focus on how far underneath the body can I reach back. Yeah, we have 3 more. Each time you come up, pressing the side of the body up for 2. And last one, we wrap it under, we reach up, hold. Option to extend the arm up and overhead, little baby circles with the leg. We have 10, 9. See if you can make them even smaller. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Go ahead and release the foot, release the ball, the knee, and press yourself back for a child's pose. Nice wide knees here for a moment. Letting your forehead rest on or towards the floor. You can roll the wrists around if that feels good. Take a deep breath here. And as you start to roll forward into your tabletop position, let's go ahead and work into the other side. I'll rotate around. Extend the right leg back behind you again. Rotate onto the inner edge of the foot. Reach your right arm up to the sky. Option to grab your ball or pillow if it's rolled away. Flexing right foot, lift up, heel in line with hip, and tap it down. And I'm moving slowly because I'm really lengthening the leg as much as I can. I'm almost imagining like I have a 50-pound ankle weight on. That's a little crazy. Maybe only like 20 pounds. Yeah, just starting to get used to the instability. And then as you start to lift the leg, option to keep it up or release it down. We wrap top arm under and open up. We wrap under and open. Yeah. And notice if your leg is lifted, if it starts to get sleepy, maybe your foot falls closer and closer to the floor. Try and keep your heel in line with your hip the whole time. Last 2. And 1 more. It's shaky. As you open up, option to extend the arm up and overhead. Last little thing, circle the leg out. Yes, keep the rest of the body stable for 6, 5, smaller, flex that foot, 3, 2, one, and rest. Release the knee, the hand, and go ahead and drop the hips over to one side, coming down to a seated position. Bend your legs enough so that you can grab your big toes and just let your belly rest towards the thighs. Breath in, find flat back. Exhale, pull yourself into the fold. If you have the space to straighten your legs more, you can. One more time. Breath in, find flat back. Exhale to fold. And as you roll on up to sit, find your ball. Extend your arms forward. If you have low back sensitivities here, you're going to take a march, knees into chest. If you do not have low back sensitivities, all together, we're going to reach up. Give that ball 2 squeezes. Good morning, shoulders, or good evening, depending what time it is. Squeeze, squeeze. Extend the arms forward. Deepen your stretch. So come down, pull your shoulders back, and then pull your belly button in. Shoulders go back, 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 back. We go all the way down. Keep pulling your shoulders back. So this move is really abs, not extension from the shoulders. We come down, reach the arms back, tap that item to the floor, give it a squeeze, reach the arms up, and then start to peel your spine off the floor like a sticker, drawing elbows back the whole time. We come down into that stretch. Wonderful. Extend through the fingertips. Now, pull the shoulders back, abs in, C-spine, all the way down. As we come down, we reach back, give the ball a squeeze, and come back on up to sit. Maybe you can move even more slowly than me. Give it a try. Last one. Reach forward, really extend to the fingertips. Then draw the shoulders back, belly in. We come all the way down. Extend back, find contact with the floor, squeeze that item, and we're gonna roll up slowly together, chin into chest for a count of 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and here we are. Alrighty, let's go ahead and make our way down onto our forearms. If being on forearms does not feel good for you, you can always come all the way down onto your back and do this there instead. Take your item between your knees and start to pulse the ball between your knees. So notice this isn't my feet flopping together. The movement is coming from my inner thighs. Squeeze. See if you can draw the knees in towards your chest a little bit more, using your abs to draw them in and pressing your chest up. We don't want to be sagging. Yes. And squeeze. Squeeze. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Belly button in. Extend both legs out. Squeeze, squeeze. Pull both knees in. Extend both legs out. Lower is harder. Squeeze, squeeze. Pull both knees in. 4 more. And this is where I want you to play with the angles, right? Maybe you can go a little bit lower. As soon as you start to feel this in your hip flexors, so if you feel it more in the fronts of your legs than you do in your abs, you've gone too low. I want you to lift your legs a little bit higher. Yes. Can you lengthen your legs even more? Ask them to help the abs out. All the muscles of the body are working. Last 2. Good. On this next one, extend the legs out, squeeze and hold. Flex your feet, pull the legs up, point to rebend. Extend, flex, lift, point, rebend. 3 more. As you extend your legs up, you're gonna get that shake in the back of the hamstrings. I know I certainly do. That's what we're going for. Super active stretch. If your hamstrings are really tight, you can keep a soft bend in your knees. Last one. Extend, flex, lift halfway and hold. Start to lower the heels. Down an inch, up an inch. Down an inch, up an inch. We have 4, Keep squeezing, belly button in. 3. Ooh, we're working. 2. And 1. Release your feet to the floor. Come all the way down onto your back. Extend the arms up towards the ceiling. Press your low spine into the floor. Take a breath in to lift the low spine. Bottom stays down. It's not bridge, just space here. And as you exhale, press your back down. Let's do that 2 more times. Breath in, lift low spine. There's space. Exhale to press down. And 1 more time. Breath in to lift. Exhale to imprint, and we'll stay there. Walk your heels a couple inches away from your bottom. Notice that imprint of the spine into the floor might get a little bit more challenging here. Start to squeeze your ball between your knees. Playing with that activation of abs and legs for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold the squeeze. Now, keeping the abs plugged into the floor, start to pull the knees into tabletop. Start to lower the heels back down to the floor. Tap without releasing the imprint of the spine. Pull the knees into tabletop, and then keeping the low abs so tight, you can even take a hand there. Tap the heels to the floor. The further you tap your heels away from you, the more challenging this is going to be. And this is where sometimes we think we should go really far. It doesn't matter how far you go. What matters is that you're actively pressing the spine down. If someone were to poke you in the belly, it would be a very hard surface. Yeah. And we have 3 more. If you like to link breath, it's an exhale to pull the knees in and an inhale to lower. Exhale to pull them in. Last 2. Inhale to come down. Breath out. Abs in. Exhale in. 1 more. Inhale to lower. Exhale, draw in. Go ahead and grab the shins, pull the knees in, give yourself a rock side to side. Such a seemingly simple move, but really so important for our lower abs and for our deepest layers of abs. And you can make it more challenging for yourself the more you press your spine down. Legs in tabletop position, toes pointed, arms reach up and back. Take the shoulders stretch. Squeeze the ball between the knees, breath in. As you exhale, pull the arms down by the sides, extend your legs up to straight or straight-ish. Inhale to release, arms come up and back. Exhale to pull down, legs extend to straight or straight-ish. Fabulous. 2 more. Getting that nice shoulder stretch as we release back. And last one. As you curl up, hold it. Now your legs can have a baby bend or be straight, depending on your flexibility. Pump those arms, pulse that ball. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. As you're doing this, curl off your shoulders, reach your fingertips to the bottom edge of your mat. In, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, half done, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, last 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, and rest. Here we are. Give your head a rock side to side. Option to come over onto one side, or option to roll up and down along the spine to come all the way up to sit. We've still got that item between our knees. Now, if you have low back sensitivities, I'm going to challenge you to root your feet into the floor and hinge back. Woo, and then hinge back up. If you do not have lower spine sensitivities, I'm going to challenge you to take your ball or pillow between your thighs and belly. Grab the backs of your legs, feet come off the floor. Keeping that tension. Option to make it a little bit more challenging, grab your shins. We're rolling like a ball with a ball. We come onto our shoulders and up, squeeze the ball. We come onto our shoulders and up, squeeze the ball. 3 more. If you're hinging, keep doing your thing. See where you have the space to lift your chest a little bit higher. So lengthening your spine the whole time. Whew. Last one. We roll back and roll up. Release your hands, little pulses, legs in towards chest. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Root your feet into the floor. Remove that item for a second. Option to press your chest up between your arms. If you're wanting a bit more here, you can come into that reverse plank position. Press your chest up wherever you are. Yeah. And as we make our way back down, let's come on over to one side for our side series. We have a somewhat short, but we'll make it meaningful side series. Find your item. Where did mine go? It ran away. And pop it underneath the side of your body. Now it's really easy to kind of rest on this. Notice I'm dumping into my shoulder. I want you to place very little tension on this. We're barely touching that item. Yes. Pick your toes up. Even harder. Top leg up and away, heel line with hip, and tap. And extend and tap. And you can go ahead and release your bottom foot down to the floor. Yeah. Where do you have the space to lift up and off that item? Extend and tap. We have 4 more. Good. And as you lift, it's a contrary action, right? We want to go higher so that we can dump down. Find that stopping point and then lift out of the side body. Yes. We have 3 and 2. As you extend the leg to straight, hold it, flex your foot, press your side body off the item, pulse the leg up while you find this crunch. 8, 7, yes, 6, 5, big toe forward, 4, 3, 2, and hold it, point your toe, lift your side waist up, little baby circles, last thing. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rebend the knees. Come on over to your back. Remember which leg was working. We're going to take that leg, that ankle, over the other thigh, figure 4. So the top leg gets the figure 4 stretch. Option to grab ball between the hands. We're taking figure 4 bridge. Extend the arms up and start to roll on up into figure 4 bridge. Reach arms back, tap the floor. I've got a wall there, but you've got the idea. Reach the arms up and roll on down. Roll up into figure 4 bridge, nice and slow. Reach the arms back, reach the arms up, and one more time. Roll up, reach the arms back and hold it. Little pulses, hips up towards sky. Keep both hips even. We don't want to be dumping over to one side. 6, 5, keep pressing your knee down. That's in figure 4. 3, 2, and 1. Breath in, press all the way up. As you exhale, lower your tailbone down. Reach your arms up towards the ceiling. Plant that ball over to one side. Draw the knees in and rock it side to side. All right. Option to come over onto the other side, or if you need to transition to get there, rock and roll on up to sit. Over to the other side we go. Find your forearm. If doing this on your forearm is not ideal, you can come onto the back of your arm. Take that item underneath you, lift up and off of it. Pick your feet up. Top leg goes up and away. Release your bottom foot down. Knees tap and extend. I call these side-lying rocket launchers. Your leg is the rocket, or I suppose your foot is the rocket going up into space. Yeah. Can you get that little shake, that squeeze? You're keeping your big toe angled down towards the floor and your pinky toe parallel with the ceiling. We have 3, and 2. Hips up. On this next one, we lift and hold it. Flex your foot. Lift your hips up, little pulses. Keep your big toe pointing forward. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Pull your heel back 1 inch, point your toe, little baby circles. 8, 7, hips up. 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and rest. Make your way over onto your back. Take figure 4 with that leg that was just working. For this one, we're going to take our arms into goal post to find an openness of the chest. Press the knee away from you. Low spine down. We roll up into that bridge. And we come 1 vertebrae at a time, right back down. Roll on up. And come on down. 1 more. Roll on up and hold. Knee open, hips up, pulse it. 8, 7, 6, 5, good. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach your arms back behind you. Breath in, press the hips all the way up. As you exhale, pull the arms down, draw your bottom down. Untangle your figure 4 and reaching through the inner edges of the knees, grab either your calves, your ankles, or your feet for a happy baby. Give yourself a rock side to side. If you're curled up off the head, I want you to walk your hands down your legs. Ideally, the back of the head is heavy. Otherwise, we're just curling our spine. Give your head a rock side to side. As you pull the knees back in through center, low spine massage, rock side to side. And as you start to make your way either over onto one side or you rock and roll up to sit, extend the legs long, dive into your forward fold, pedaling the legs out, shaking the head. Yes, we did it. If you're watching this, I'm probably at school or away, and it means I miss you. As you come on up to sit, clasp the hands behind the back, lift your chest. And as you release the clasp of the hands, reach your arms up. We still applaud. Give yourself a round. Awesome job, everyone. This video is available to you whenever you want it. Bye.